Scheduling reports, add, edit, and delete subscriptions. In Cognos, there's two different types of scheduling reports. One, which can only be used by administrators, allows you to schedule a report and send it out to multiple users. All other Cognos users can use and run subscriptions. That's where you can run a report to email it to yourself. Let's show you how. Go ahead and open Cognos and determine what report you want to have for your subscription. Go ahead and run that report in HTML format. Whatever prompts you select here when you're running the reports will be the filters that will be used when you run that report in when the schedule is being run. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. The Dean list displays with the parameters you selected that you can see here, spring semester 2024 and English BA. These need to be the parameters that you want for your subscription. So now that the report is displayed, you will see 3 vertical dots in the black application bar. When you hover over it, it says More. Go ahead and click on those 3 dots and choose Subscribe. This pop-up box will allow you to design your subscription to your needs. You can see there's 3 links: schedule, options, and prompts. In the schedule links, you can see there's a frequency box here, and next to type, I can click the drop down, and you can see the options are daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and by trigger. We don't use by trigger, but you can use the others. I'm going to go ahead and click daily for this subscription, and you can see this option changes from repeat every, and then we have days. It's hours and minutes, but I don't think anyone ever would use that. But you can have this run every other day by changing this number here. Now, if I scroll down to the period box, you can see that the subscription starts at the date and time I created the subscription, and it has no end date. This means that the subscription will continue running until it is deleted. If you know the end date of your subscription, you can unclick the no end date box and enter the date and time you want to end the subscription. There is an advanced box, but there's no need to edit anything in that box. Clicking on the options, you'll see that you can choose the format you want for the report. By default, it's HTML. So if I want Excel, I can click Excel and note the HTML will stay there so you can get both versions. But since I just want the Excel version, I can unclick the HTML one. So I will just get this report in Excel format. I'm going to scroll down to the delivery box, and you can see it's got Save Check, Save Report. That will save the report in Cognos, and you'll be able to find it in the notification when you click the notification icon here, which is that bell. But we recommend, for convenience for the users, to click the Send Report by Email option. When you do that, you'll want to click this Edit Details link. I'm going to scroll up to the top, and you can see that it's planning on sending the report to you. Please note that you cannot edit this section. You can try, and it'll do a search, and it won't find any names that you enter in here to select for that email. You can only send a subscription to yourself. Scrolling down, you can see there's a subject line that's partially filled in for you and an empty message box. You can customize your report that's going to get emailed to you by modifying the subject line or the message for that report. Scrolling further down, you can see by default, Cognos will select the choose link option for you. That will leave a link to the report as opposed to directly attaching the report. For your convenience, we recommend clicking attach report output and untoggling the include link. Then I'm going to scroll up again, and I'm going to click the prompts link. Here you can see the parameters that we selected for the report, spring semester 2024, plan English BA. If for some reason these parameters are incorrect, you can click on this pencil icon here. I'll go ahead and click it, and it will display the prompt pages that you saw when you ran the report. I'll go ahead and change the spring semester 2024 to fall semester 24. Leave plan as is. Click the next button. And you can see here, English BA is still checked. I'll leave that as is and click finish. And now all my prompts are updated and displayed. At this point, you have created you have set all your criteria for your subscription, and by pressing save, it will be created. You'll get this temporary short message telling you that your subscription was created. Where I recommend you following along with the Cognos Beginner Guide. It has a lot of details and screenshots because this can be a little tricky to get used to doing. And you don't do it that frequently, like running a report every day. You're only going to do this probably once a semester. So to get to your subscriptions, click on the personal menu here and choose My Schedules and Subscriptions. This takes you to the My Schedules and Subscriptions page, and you're in current mode. If I click over here on this dropdown, I have 4 options. The current option shows me any reports that are currently running. The second past option will show you reports that have been running that ran in the last 4 hours. Upcoming will show you reports that will be running in the next 4 hours, and scheduled are your scheduled subscriptions or schedules. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And you can see I have my Dean's List 3. It was created on December 17th at 3:01 p.m., which is when this is being recorded. So I can see this is the one I just created. Notice that the name of the subscription has the word My and the report name. And then after that, optionally, it will have no numbers or incrementally number 1, 2, 3, and up. You can see down here, I have a Dean's List 2, and if I continue to scroll, I may have a Dean's List 1. I also may have deleted it, I don't know. So say it's been 3 months since you've made your subscription, and you come in here and you want to edit your existing subscription. But you see you have a My Dean's List 3 and a My Dean's List 2. How do you know which one to edit? That's where over here, the More Actions menu will help you. You need to go in and look at the parameters for that subscription and determine if that's the one you want to change. If I go ahead and click on the 3 dots, I can choose, it lets me run the reports, shows you properties. This is where you can modify the schedule or view the schedule. View versions, not really relevant to anybody. Disable, we recommend you not using it. Remove the schedule. This is what you use when you want to delete a subscription. You no longer need it anymore. And then set priority. All schedules are by default set at priority 3. There's rarely any reason to change it. So I'm going to go into modify this schedule to see if this is the subscription I want to change. So I'm going to click on that. And a right sidebar pops up. And it shows me a little bit of information about that report. When it's scheduled to run, who scheduled it, what format it's in, delivery, but it has nothing about prompts. So I need to get more detail. So I'm going to go ahead and click this edit button. When I click this edit button, I have 3 prompt pages. The first one is all about the schedule, and you can shrink or expand each of these boxes to see more detail if you'd like. So you can see that this subscription is scheduled weekly, once a week on Mondays. If I scroll down here, it's to start on 12/17 at 8 a.m. with no end date. And I can expand advance if I want to. I don't know if there's anything in here. Yeah, just who's running the report and the priority. So let's click on this next link, and it gives us a new page. And this is the format. What if I don't want it in Excel data anymore and I want it in Excel? I could go ahead and make that change here. And I can even keep it in both if I would like, but I'm just going to switch it to Excel. And here you can see is our delivery method, which we have send report by email. You can click on this edit details and you can see that it's going to attach the report output and you'll see your name here. Don't add any people up here. It won't allow you to. So you really want to just leave this section alone, but I just wanted to show it to you for completeness. And then we have the prompts. And this looks pretty familiar to what we saw on the right sidebar when we were creating the subscription. And you'll see you can't edit any of these. So that's not very helpful. But if you go up here, there's a very small icon called Edit Prompts. You click on that pencil. It will show you the prompt pages that you're used to seeing when you run the report. So let's just say, for example, we're looking to run it for fall of 2023. I can go and change that. I want to still leave it on plan. And let's say I even want to leave it on the same plan here. Then I just click finish. And you can see it changed my prompt from spring semester 2024 to fall semester 2023. And then I can press the save button. And when I'm done and I still have this showing in the right sidebar, I just click away from it and we'll close that sidebar. So note we just edited this subscription.